This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down. 60 all.
56. Hey, tight.
Look, squeeze. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Wiley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now they've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Back to throw. McPherson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Here's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Off play action. McPherson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Oh, you got D? 57. Mike, 57.
Hey, two. On defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McPherson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, it's Jones. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try and run for it. And, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Down. 18 Gator. Hard. Hey, echo. On the ball.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
60 or.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
10 logo. Ready?
Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Go.
Check 59, Mike.
Yo, go.
59. Right here. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 4.
Hit it.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Wiley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I got one.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
He'll look to throw. And able to connect with Berrios. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Check safety.
Hey, seam 6.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
60 Pittsburgh. 13 spells.
On 2nd down now, it's Norris. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
On the ready.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. It's completed to Caldwell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
On the delay, Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Okay, Oregon.
That's got to be a long day. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Operating from the gun, McPherson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is indeed good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Fielded about a yard deep. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
It's just me and you.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, check. 59. We got it.
Lee Griffin.
From the gun, McPherson. It's caught. Jones. That one goes for 24 yards.
Come on, set.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I got you, boy.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set, ready? Look at me. Door.
Watch the screen.
5.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Look at me. Zipper.
Reset.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't know no better.
Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Rush out.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Yep.
Wide motion.
Bravo.
59 Mike.
Get it.
They'll go again to Jones.
Watch quick. Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check.
Go.
They'll try the left side. Booth. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Ready, set.
Check, 59, 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Ready.
They'll try the left side. Norris. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Norris, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
95 to Go. Check his mic. Bring it.
2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing, Hundley. He's going to launch this thing way down into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Throwing to start the drive. McPherson, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. McPherson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Godwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
2nd and 13. He sets to fire deep.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ready? 57 to Mike.
Off the play fake. McPherson. He's going to let this thing go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 47 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's 56. Mike, 56, right there, right there. Go out. Hurry, go.
This is Richard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Wiley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Packers' 8-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
56. Watch the run, watch the run.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
95
They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Play, lock it.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Drop deep, drop deep. Double tight, double tight. Out, out, out. 3 down, 3 down. Out, out.
Now.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Get it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.